Today I'm on my own and I'm going to be streaming a wee video that I've kind of put together on certain different things. Hopefully there will be folk joining us online to get the first viewing of it. Now, a wee fishing analogy. Like when you go fishing, you don't just drop your line just at the edge of the water. You cast your line out far and wide and draw it back closer to you so that you can catch. Best chance of catching fish. Some folk even go fishing in seas and that so that they can catch big mammoth things. So there's been a wee bit of a lull in Tweet Street. Some folk might think due to the censorship that we would gee up. That's not the case. There's been a lot of stuff that we had to trawl through so that we could get some of this information. And there's places that we need to put it to due to censorship. Censorship is rife. As we see what the First Minister on TV today saying about lowering the drinking age to 16, but then tweeting that that's not what she meant, even though that's what she said. And it used to be wished for Indy coming for that mob. Now it's wished for the trans movement. And the wished for Indy is coming for other places. So some of the things that we're going to go through in today's broadcast is looking at a lot of information that comes from further afield in Scotland. And we ask about like sponsorship, how they penetrate the cabinets. Certain people penetrate cabinets and stuff like that. The World Economic Forum, the World Health Organization, 10% for the big guy, right? So having control and having people all over the place that are sponsored to avoid certain topics and talk about in favour of other things. So I hope you enjoy this. It's going to be a long, this is part one, by the way, because this goes far and wide and it's over 2 hours long. So strap yourselves in. As I say, there's videos and clips coming from many different places and sources coming up. And I hope that the way it's been put together allows for a better explanation of some of the topics. And so there are a briefing note that came for the World Health Organization talking about it's pretty much crisis management type thing, but you can broaden the scope here. So let's have a wee, yeah. And Occupy told me the satirical satire. So let's stop that there. Bring me back on. So, as I said right at the beginning, that was part one. I know it was lengthy. I know it was again, PowerPointed to death for most of it. But that was setting the scene and showing you some of the clips. And you remember in February, March last year, when the special military operation started. Russia had cited that there was biolabs in Ukraine, etc. And then the West moved to cancel all the broadcasts for Russian channels. Simply because they knew that this kind of stuff would be getting leaked out. Now, I've always believed that good triumphs over evil. I always have. As I said right at the start, I'm looking out for the wee guy. I'm not looking out for the politicians who have lined their own pockets and sponsorships to say certain messages. In part two, over the course of the next couple of weeks, we'll focus closer to Scotland. So that was setting the scene of what's happening. Nobody wants to sit down and read it because we're all worried about gender recognition. We're all worried about child safeguarding. We're all worried about the self-ID element. We're all worried about how we're going to heat the homes, how we're going to feed our ways of the cost of living crisis, etc. So they're the things that they distract you with, so that they can do all these things. Is it Machiavellian style, like underhand, with a bit of skullduggery? So over the next couple of weeks, as well as the things that I've got on, mere pressing things for myself, I'll be putting together something similar to this. Hopefully it won't be as long, and it'll be more involved with speech and showing you, because there's always a tweet, right? There's always a tweet. There's always a wee message that somebody puts out, and then if you look closely enough, you notice that the same message gets passed with the same sort of group. And when the message is similar to what's getting passed with MPs in other countries, it kind of identifies what members of the cabinet have been penetrated. As Dr. Evil, Klaus Schwab had said, they penetrate the cabinets, right? So when they show you who they are, believe them the first time. I've took up enough of your time today. Thanks very much to the folk that have been tuning in. Billy, Jock tuned in. There's another couple tuned in on other channels. The full broadcast, what we witnessed there is on Rumble. It will be on Telegram. We can't get it on YouTube because of some of the information that's on it. And again, that's how the censorship, that's how they keep you from joining the dots, so to speak, so that you can't get them on your own. I mean, mainstream doesn't give you anything. Mainstream gives you Stephen Hendry dressed as a bin. There you go. That's the kind of a thing that they keep people occupied with. The Masked Singer and what have you. Whereas the mere critical thinking people go a wee bit deeper, and they try and find out why all of these things are happening. Right, so that's Truth Be Told at London. You can find that full broadcast. I watched it yesterday. Some of the speeches, eye-watering, to say the least. If we have a look at, if you think it's no happening, I'm going to show you. This was a European Parliament. Mislav, I might pronounce this wrong, Kolakusic, a member of the European Parliament. So let's have a wee look at this before we go, just so that you know that it's not just we independent podcasters. What you want to look at as well is some of the podcasters who are reporting on this, who are wishing for Indy as well. So let's have a wee look at this.
Ovih dana u švicarskom Davosu održava se konferencija takozvanog Svjetskog ekonomskog foruma, najopasnije međunarodne udruge svijeta. Nju čine korporacije, milijarderi, lobisti i s njihovim novcima izabrani političari, a njezin osnivač je notorni Klaus Schwab. Ne postoji veća opasnost za vladavinu prava, demokraciju i slobodne tržište od te sekte, koji su njihovi privatni financijski interesi ispred interesa čovječanstva. Radi se o najvećoj umreženoj organizaciji svjetskih konspiratora koja stvara sve agende kojima svjedočimo posljednjih desetljeća. Ratove, pandemije i politike takozvanih zelenih tranzicija koje rezultiraju osiromašenjem i patnjama milijarda ljudi diljem svijeta. Nasuprot njihovom istovremenom enormnom bogaćenju. Tamo se kreiraju zločudne ideje koje kasnije u detalja razrađuju mediji i političari u njihovom vlasništvu. Ta skupina sama sebe navodi da globaliziranim svijetom najbolje upravlja samo odabrana koalicija multinacionalnih korporacija, vlada i organizacija civilnog društva. Pritom misle, sami smo sebe odabrali, ne idemo na nikakve izbore, a vladamo. Treba li tome išta dodati? Svjetski ekonomski forum po definiciji je najveći kreator korupcije u svijetu. Tamo se oni s tisućama milijarda eura susreću s onima koji posjeduju političku moć u državama diljem Europe i svijeta. Svake godine deseci čelnika pohađaju Davos kako bi tamo primili naredbe koje moraju provesti u narednom razdoblju, što oni sa zadovoljstvom i provode, jer znaju da bez te sekte ne bi ni bilo njihovih političkih karijera.
So the 1% have 99% of the world's wealth, but they don't have the heart of the 99%. They're taking it through jags, whatever. So it's up to the 99% to wake up, or what's left of them to wake up, stand up for what's yours. Your own individual birthright sovereignty, no matter what country you're in. So as I say, over the next couple of weeks, I've started putting together the things closer to home, and over the next couple of weeks, I'll give you part 2 of this. As I say, hopefully a lot shorter and a lot more relevant to the people that tune into this. But this sets the scene for what's coming. And if we stick together and stand up for the wee guys standing beside you, and know the people that are standing on platforms talking down to you, then we'll get a lot further, a lot quicker. So if you tweet Street Scotland Occupied with the satirical saltire with Simon Bridges, thanks very much for tuning in today. And if you're watching on any of the other channels, I hope you've enjoyed the offerings. I know it's been long-winded, but it was the best I could do to set the scene. Cheers for now. Enjoy the rest of your day.